Hail and well met friends, Zandang here for another episode of the epic story. When we last left off, we had gathered the Grey Company, and now we are returning to Elrond to learn of what is next. And Elrond, we'd come so far. You had walked all the way up there, you even walked up and down the ramps, and now you're just here, back in the same spot. I had high hopes for you, buddy, but it's sad that you're just staying here.
The Grey Company assembles. What dangers will they face on the road south?
You have done well, Staftang. The Grey Company assembles with as much haste as can be taken, and they will ride to Aragorn in the wide southern lands. Whatever dangers have befallen him, we must believe in the Dunedain. We must believe the Dunedain will reach him in time. If you desire to aid the Grey Company and Aragorn further, you may ride with them. I will tell you when all is made ready. Until that day, Staftang, go in peace, and keep still the safety of these lands. The way south will be dangerous. Alright, here we go.
The Dunedain have been called to fulfill their purpose in this age.
Yep,
To ride to the aid of their chief Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
we know that.
The road of the Grey Company will be fraught with peril, but they must not fail.
Right. Okay. Well, that's the end of book 1. Let us go right into
Hope
book
is
2.
not in vain.
By your efforts, the summons was brought throughout Eriador, Staftang, and now the Dunedain have responded. Many of their numbers have come to Imladris, and they prepare to depart for the southern lands that they may come to Aragorn in his time of need. You will ride with them, if you see fit to do so, but I have been made aware that my daughter desires first to speak with you. She is at Imdolin, on the slope north of Imladris, overlooking the road that climbs up into the Misty Mountains. Of course, because we couldn't put her right next to the library, or you couldn't just summon her down into here because, well, you stay down there all the time and can't summon anybody. But, oh well. Let us go and find Arwen. Alright, there's Arwen. I have but lately returned to Rivendell, my father's house.
My own undertaking has come to an end, and its fruit waits now for a bearer.
You have returned from your errand, Staftang, and have come to speak with me as I asked. My delight cannot be hidden, friend man, for my own undertaking has also come to an end, and its fruit waits now for a bearer. Arwen solemnly hands you a tall staff wrapped closely with a black cloth bound with thongs. I have made this gift for Aragorn. The days are short, and it may be that our hope will soon be ended. The standard I have made for him will fly aloft at a time of his choosing, and he will know for what he fights. May it bring courage to my Elfstone, and those with whom he stands. Bring this gift, and my word to Halbarad, by the stables in Imladris, for he has consented to bear them both on the journey south. Alright, we collected Aragorn's standard, which I guess for the time being makes us his squire. Now, one thing I've noticed is that there's one watcher there, another watcher down here, and then another watcher there, and one there, all protecting Arwen. So clearly, Elrond is a very trusting father. Alright, let's make our way back to the stables. Alright, here we are, the stables, and oh look, there's a ranger. And hey, he's got on the new Ranger Grey Company outfit. Wonder if Arwen made that too. Alright, buddy.
I will carry this burden on our journey.
You bring both a gift and a message from my chief and Lady Arwen. I see. Halberd listens as you recount Arwen's words, and gravely accepts the standard you carry. I will carry this burden on our journey. It will come to Aragorn, though all perils of our road lie in between. When will this standard be unfurled, I wonder? And against what sky will it be raised aloft?
All is nearly ready.
All is nearly ready, Stapdang. While I finish the final preparations for our departure, I ask that you speak with some of those who will accompany us south. Ensure that they are prepared for the road, and rested enough for the first leg of your journey. I saw Golidir just to the northeast some minutes ago, speaking with Elro here. Radanir was just to the east of the two of them beneath the footbridge. Lothrandir is just across the way, speaking to his horse, Mithul. He knows a great deal about the lands through which we must pass. Ask him if he has any further information about the road which may help us move with haste. Once you have spoken with those four, find Canadaith by the stable gate, and speak with him about what lies ahead. Oh hey, they got the banner there. Oh, okay, that is awesome. If you come around, you can actually see that it is the Gondorian banner. Look at that. That is pretty epic. Aragorn Standard. Can I take it back? Aragorn Standard will remain furled until the time is right. Aragorn Standard will remain furled until the time... Hey, narrator. Calm down. I was just right-clicking on it. It's no big deal.
Mithul is ready for the next leg of the journey.
Mithul is ready for the next leg of the journey, Stapdang. Indeed, his kind may be more prepared for what awaits us than others of this company. After all, Mithul's eyes will be on the road underfoot, watching for the lost loose stones and wind-blown branches. The eyes of the Dunedain must be on to the horizon, keeping watch for foes that may seek to slow our errand. I have spoken with Halvarad and the sons of Elrond about the road we will take, south through the Trollshaws and into Eregion, there to rest at Eckard Eregion, before passing south into Inedwaith. A number of the Dunedain tribes called the area home, when last I journeyed to those lands. Some were friendly to the outsiders, but most were not. The Dragluth and Hobbaluth, they are those you will be wise not to come across, and I will do my best to ensure that the Grey Company does not entangle with them. Alright, well, let us continue on to the next ranger. They are very nicely grouped. Sorry, Glador, I'm talking to Golidir.
My horse Legimbod is rested and ready for the next leg of the journey.
There's no way that you're that happy, Golidir. My horse Lebanon has reached from the ride out of Angmar, and he is ready to undertake the next leg of the journey. His saddlebags are as light as I could make them, while still keeping the supplies we needed. Golidir takes a small pendant from one of his pockets, and idly passes it from one hand to the other, as he looks about the yard, making that easily the most boring narration that has happened thus far. This refuge has not changed in many years since I last came here, but surely I myself must be unrecognizable. So much has happened, and so little of it good. But the ride here was a marvel, and I could feel the weight of the past falling from my shoulders, with the feel of the breeze upon my face. Legimbod delighted in the speed, and I delighted with him. The southward journey will do both of us some good. I am ready to be off again. Golidir's got quite the grey beard going there. That is pretty impressive. Alright, let's talk with Elro here.
My father had some curious words for me.
My father had some curious words for me on the eve of this, our departure for the southern lands, Stafdang. Elro gazes down the hill, deep in thought. He said that the time is approaching when we can no longer hold back, when we must do more than defend against the actions of the enemy. He said that the time is coming when we may need to wager everything on a final throw. And by doing, we will have done all we can. Better a death in a far-off land, in the service of a chance, however small, than death at home a certainty. We may not return from this journey, Stafdang. My brother and I are at peace with that. I hope that you and the Dunedain are as well, for I would counsel any who are not to stay behind. You know, for an elf, you sure are very morbid. Alright, where's this final ranger?
I will do my duty with no complaint, and Glor and Gur will do the same.
Glor did not speak a sweat in short ride from Thornhad here to Rivendell. He was ready to begin even yesterday. I could say the same for myself. I returned to Thornhad to say goodbye to Elwith, but I could not find her anywhere at the camp. I had meant to return this hairpin she had given me, but perhaps she feared the farewells. I suppose I did as well. We will soon set forth. I do not know what the future will bring, but I will do my duty with no complaint. And Gloengur, seriously, could he not have picked a more pronounceable name, will do the same. Alright. Let's talk with the final ranger.
Everyone is nearly ready to ride.
Everyone is nearly ready to ride. The Dunedain, the sons of Elrond, and Stafdang, the loyal man. Are you familiar with our history, Stafdang? As you are joining us on this journey, surely to go down in the annals of the Dunedain, I would have you hear some of it, if you have not already. We have some moments. Let us tell you some of our history, that you may understand the weight of that which we are about to do.
I have been pleased to record much of the history of the Dunedain.
I'm sure you have. The early years of the Third Age saw the death of Isildur, his eldest sons. But his line was not defeated, for his youngest son was kept safely here in Rivendell. He was raised far from the danger, and came to rule the North Kingdom. His descendants would not know peace, for the Nazgul were to reappear, and their chief would wage war upon the men of the West. In the year 1974 of the Third Age, the armies of the Witch King seized Fornost. The North Kingdom was no more, and its ruler, Arvendur, fled northward to Forchel. But there he was lost, along with the heirlooms of his house. Some of the Dunedain journeyed into the icy wastes to recover them. Do you wish to hear the quest? Alright, well I think that is a good place to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Epic Story. When we return, we will learn more of the history of the Dunedain, and hopefully someday meet up with Aragorn. But till then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again real soon for another episode of the Epic Story. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.